So here's a quick one about a young guy who learns the hard way what happens when you get married too early, too young, without getting to know your girl, rushing into things, and not paying attention to red flags. The next thing you know, you can realize you're married to the town bicycle who's doing some pretty awful things. Title: My wife cheated, and I found out in the worst way. And let me tell you guys, as you're going to hear this, he does find out in the worst way. But he's kicking her to the curb. It says here, I'll get right to the point, but this will probably be too long anyways. I, a 26-year-old male, found out that my wife of 2 years, a 25-year-old female, has been cheating on me our whole relationship. We dated for 3 years before we got married, so we've been together for 5 years. Smack! Married at 24, and she was 23. Why? What the hell is the rush? And only 3 years? You clearly didn't know her. The way I found out has made things even more traumatizing. We both have always had our own computers, but it's not rare to use each other's on occasion. So last week my computer was dying and I unplugged it and grabbed hers so I could use it on the couch while I watched some background TV. I noticed an external hard drive was attached to which I've never seen before. I didn't know it was important or not before, so I unplugged it to check to see what it was on, or what was on it. It was a bunch of videos which all had titles of guys' names. I clicked on the first one and was immediately shocked. It was my wife giving oral to a guy on our couch. I closed the video after a couple seconds, but for some stupid reason, I opened it again and watched the whole thing. I ended up watching videos of my wife cheating on me with dozens of different men for the next couple of hours. She kept a freaking archive of this whole thing. It's like a freaking serial something, keeping trophies of their victims. Oh my God. See what I'm talking about? Rushing into marriage, rushing in before you get to know somebody. He's with the town bicycle. This is terrible. This poor guy. I don't know why I did it to myself. I didn't watch every video, but enough to them to scar me for life. We don't have the most vanilla SCX life, but the stuff in the videos literally made me sick. Now listen to this. The two worst were a guy who was relieving himself, that's the way we describe it, relieving himself on her face in our shower, and then licked his rear end, and he said, make sure to kiss your husband with that dirty tongue when he gets home. The second was 3 guys who were clearly 18 or 19 years old, G-banging her while laughing at her and doing some stuff that I've never imagined my wife capable of. I threw up after that and put the computer down. Well, you got all the evidence you need. Hopefully he lives in an at-fault divorce state. When my wife came home and saw the computer with the hard drive, she immediately tried to sneak it away, but I told her right away I saw what was on it. Her reaction was to cry and apologize. She tried claiming she loves me more than anything. Really? You have a funny way of showing it, sweetheart. I claimed she loved and respected me too much to do this. She claimed she loved and respected me too much to do the stuff that she did in the videos with me. How many times have you heard that's the biggest load of crap ever? But you need to feel degraded sometimes. Well, you're about to feel degraded in divorce. I wanted to get angry when I heard that, but honestly was too depressed to react. Yeah, he's like in a state of shock. We haven't told anyone yet, and I've just been asleep on the couch. She still thinks we can save our marriage, but as soon as I get the strength, I'm divorcing her. Good, bro. There is no coming back from this. But you see, she thinks she can save the marriage because her perception of you is you're weak. That's what she's a liar. She's a cheater. I mean, this takes it to a whole new level. But by you rushing in to marry her at such a young age, you gave her the certainty that he's more into her, more into the relationship than she is. Also, the fact that you didn't get to really. He obviously had the rose-tinted glasses on, all that, and I don't think she's doing, like he said, the same things to him that she's doing to those guys. He says, I don't think I'll ever be able to tell anyone other than the therapist 100% be needing about this, so staying anonymous on Reddit to get off my chest feels like my only option. Well, if it makes him feel better by posting this for the world, then good for him, but there you go, guys. Videos. It's amazing how these morons keep always the footage. They can be found. She always likes to look at it and left it in her computer and forgot about it, and he saw this. How many stories have I done where a guy would borrow his wife's phone, or his phone dies, they went on her phone, or something happened to his computer, so they went on her computer, and lo and behold, there you go. I mean, you know, women can watch this. A-hole women can be like, okay, I'm not going to have my stuff on my phone anymore. But the point is, guys, you relationship guys, it doesn't hurt you every once in a while to take a peek. what's going on the computer and the phone. Sounds awful, but it's the freaking truth. Everybody's got to be a private investigator nowadays. So, situation like this, it is over. And no rushing into marriage. Take years to get to know your girl, and you got to be a freaking detective. Otherwise, look what can happen.